Almost all American journalism is controlled by a few massive corporations. News Voice is a one-of-a-kind mobile app that tracks the bias and corporate interests that infuse the news stories we consume every day, and it's completely free to use. Go to newsvoice.com/Pakman to download it. Democratic presidential candidates had their final debate last night before Saturday's South Carolina primary, and then also the last debate before Tuesday's March 3rd Super Tuesday contest, which will include maybe enough primaries to really get a definitive sense of the path forward for this nomination. Could Bernie get 50% plus one? Is it more likely that there will not be any candidate getting to that threshold, or far less likely, but still possible, will some other candidate get to 50% plus one before the convention? Now, I'm not going to do a full review of the debate last night with a whole bunch of clips because, quite frankly, it was very similar to last week's debate, except with worse moderation. It was, again, this kind of ultimate fighting type debate with many candidates coming in, and we knew they would do it, going after Bernie Sanders, who's now the presumptive frontrunner. The moderation was absolutely atrocious, people constantly talking over each other. That applies both to multiple moderators talking at the same time, while multiple candidates talk at the same time, cutting people short of their 75 seconds, but at the same time, letting some candidates go too long. It was a complete and total mess. But the overall assessment of what went on last night for me is that Joe Biden came in with a bunch of energy. He didn't say anything different, but he at least looked more energetic than he has before. Maybe he would get himself a small boost. The crowd was not particularly friendly to Bernie, and there's a backstory there as well. A lot more booing of Bernie and cheering of Joe Biden and Michael Bloomberg. And that's not reflective of anything other than the people that got seats in that room, some of them paying quite a bit in order to be in that room. I don't think anybody really did particular damage to their own campaign. I don't expect polling to move very much. I think, if anything, Biden maybe gets a slight boost because he just seemed more alive last night. But it's important to know, and we're going to get to the polling data later, as bad as Michael Bloomberg's performance was in last week's debate, Bloomberg was totally unaffected in the polls. He did not drop in the polls after last week's debate. So by showing up last night and being slightly prepared, like, I don't think Michael Bloomberg's responses were great yesterday. And in fact, he had some atrocious responses, which we will talk about. I don't think that Michael Bloomberg is going to see any decline in polls, and in Super Tuesday polls, he's actually doing okay, which is why I want to focus on this next clip. Michael Bloomberg had an unbelievable Freudian slip last night where he was defending his support of Democrats historically. And the reason he was doing this is he was attacked by some candidates, including Elizabeth Warren, of supporting Republicans, basically saying, this guy's really a Republican. He's not really a Democrat. Michael Bloomberg was prepared, and he fought back by talking about all the money he's given to Democrats, including many Democrats who won races in the 2018 midterm. And he slipped and said that he had bought members of Congress and immediately caught himself mid-sentence. We noticed the Freudian slip live during our stream before the stream was shut down, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Let's take a look at the clip here. It is the height of oligarchical nonsense. Michael Bloomberg admitting that he bought members of Congress and then realizing, I'm not really supposed to be saying that. That's not what I'm supposed to be saying. Take a look.
All of the new Democrats that came in, put Nancy Pelosi in charge, and gave the Congress the ability to control this president, I got them. Number two,
I got them. And I tweeted about this right when it happened, saying Bloomberg Freudian slip there almost said he bought the current Congress. Anyone noticed that? And indeed, people did. Woke up to a whole bunch of articles about this morning. Some of this stuff is just poetically perfect. Like, it's almost too perfect, where if you wrote in a screenplay about this primary and said, here's an idea, let's have the super rich guy slip and catch himself saying he bought the current Congress. Nah, it's too far-fetched. It doesn't make, we can't include that in the screenplay. Nobody would believe it. This is actually more than just Bloomberg being mostly a Republican or mostly a Democrat. Bloomberg is much like many of these rich guys in that he's someone who funds both sides. Huge corporations and a lot of these rich guys don't just fund Democrats or Republicans. Some rich guys just fund one side. That's true. But a lot of these rich guys will fund both sides so that when they need someone here or they need someone there, they have them available at their beck and call. Bloomberg has supported many Republicans and he's supported many Democrats. He's been a Republican and he's been a Democrat. Trump was a Democrat for a lot of his life, ran for president as a Republican because that's where he decided he would be able to win or potentially win a nomination. Bloomberg has been an important funder for many Democrats, and now he himself is running for president. Yeah, Bloomberg got caught here saying the quiet part out loud. But it's the same thing Trump said during his debates with Hillary Clinton, that, yeah, he's made donations and he's smart. He knows how to play the game. He knows how to use money in order to get what he wants from politicians. This is the game. Bloomberg and Trump play the same game. The difference is Bloomberg has way more money with which to play it, even buying ads during the commercial breaks of last night's debate. People like Trump and Bloomberg, their politics are different. They're very different. But Trump and Bloomberg see the world through dollar signs. What will it cost me to buy this or that? What will it cost me to buy this or that person? You can buy stuff, supporters, friends, loyalty, institutions, whatever you want. That's fundamentally what this is about. What they each plan to buy is where they differ. And certainly on their politics, they also do differ. But a wacky and wild evening, including Michael Bloomberg saying that he bought the current Congress, which if you're already the guy buying his way onto the debate stage and into probably a bunch of different delegates in different Super Tuesday states, that's not what you want to be caught saying. Let's now talk about the polling and Super Tuesday.